Hey everybody, today I'm going to do a really fun look for you. Not really that wearable, but still fun to create. It's going to be kind of a peacock type eye. The eyeliner is going to be really cool. It's going to have some turquoise, some blues, a little bit of purple in there. And so let's just jump right in. I've already moisturized and primed my face, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with my foundation. I'm going to use my MAC Stippling 130 brush. And work that out right into the skin. Okay, now that we've got our foundation on, and by the way, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but I used MAC Studio Fix fluid that comes in a bottle like this. I'm going to go ahead and put my concealer on. I'm using my Real Deal Serious Coverage Laura Geller. I'm going to pop that under the eyes. Now I'm going to go ahead and just conceal on my eyelid too, just because I really want to start off with a nice even base for this color. Or excuse me, for this eyeshadow. I'm going to take it right on up to the brow. So I'm not going to use a primer. I'm just going to basically be using this for the same thing. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to use this white here, and it's a really just chalky matte white. And I'm going to place it, and I'm using my 282 MAC shadow brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to be placing that right under the brow. And I do want it pretty white, so I'm just gonna kind of pile, just stack that up. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. So, to get the eyeshadow I want here, I'm going to be mixing two colors. I'm going to be going for a somewhat turquoise kind of color. I'm going to be using this color here, Graffiti, in this Urban Decay palette. It looks like this. And I'm going to be mixing it with this color here, and it's just a CoverGirl color. I'm not real sure. This is actually kind of old. It's called Misty Seas. Anyways, it's this here. I don't know how well you can see it, but I've mixed them together. And I'm going to place them right on the first, probably at least half of the lid. Yep. Perfect. On both sides. And I'm just using an applicator that came with that Urban Decay palette. And I'm going to carry this color underneath, also the first half underneath the eye as well. And on the other side. Okay, and from here I'm going to take this color here called Peace. Looks like this. And that same Urban Decay palette. And that same applicator, I'm going to join it just a little bit right there in the middle. Just basically like just dead in the middle, just a little bit, just like that. And then I'm going to take this color here called Ransom, and I'm going to go over it. And I'm actually going to take it longer towards the edge here. like that. And all the way on up. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take that Ransom again. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to use the smudge brush that I just used. And starting right here, I'm just going to work it on out on the other half of the lid. Now I'm going to pick up some of the color that I made earlier and run it over into what we just placed on. Just like that. Now this color here is called Fishnet. I'm going to pick some of that up and I'm going to place it right on my socket bone. Lightly struck it. Just to peek out from what we just placed on there. Just like that. Now on the corners again, I'm going to take this color here, Peace, again, this blue, and I'm going to run it from here, just kind of winged out like that. You're kind of going from the bottom lash line up towards the very end of the top of your eyebrow, excuse me. And I'm going to deepen that up with this 0. I'm going to take this black here and I'm going to place a little bit on that outer corner because I do want these corners to be pretty deep. Just like that. And then I'm going to go over it again with Ransom. Now, before I do the eyeliner, I'm going to go ahead and do the brow I want. First, I'm going to go over it with this dark blonde pencil. And it's going to be pretty sharp right here. Up to the arch. And same on the other side. My nose is itchy for some reason. Pick up that white again and just make sure that is really sharp there. Now I'm going to take this brown here, also on this palette, same palette, and I'm just going to tap in a little bit of that brown, just to make it a little bit darker. I'm just going to use the gel end and brush it up. Okay, so that's basically it for the eyeshadow part. I'm going to go ahead and contour, and I'm going to use my Double Duty Pop Beauty bronzer, like this. And I'm going to use my large my duo fiber brush, and use the pinker side, and just create a natural shadow here, right below my cheekbone. I'm going to work that up into my temple, and the same on the other side. Just like that. Right down the sides of my nose. Let me draw. Alright, the liner on this eye is what makes it awesome. So, the two I'm going to be using is I'm going to be using my MAC 210 brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to be using it with my Black Track fluid liner. That looks like this. And I'm also going to be using this Almay liquid liner here, just because it's very easy to detail things with this small brush like this. So to start off with, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my waterline on both eyes. Just like that. So I'm going to start with the Almay liner, now that I've got my waterline already lined in. Get off all the excess on the side. That way you can really detail with it. And make sure you're... Okay. Now, I'm going to start by winging out. You want it to look like almost like little feathers. And just start going straight out first here, really light, like that, and then we're going to go up, and then we're also going to have some going down. Now another way that you actually could do this a little easier is if you actually take some out of the pot and just like and place it on your glass or your petri dish or whatever it is you use to mix your colors on. That way you don't have to continue to wipe off all the extra that you get on your brush. And you want some to be dark, some to be lighter, some to be thicker than others, so this is the part where you can just kind of do your own creative kind of thing here. Make sure you can see that good. And then on the very ends we're going to be really light. Or at least super thin. And we're going to carry these all the way up to the brow. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so you've seen me do one side. I'm just going to go ahead and make the other side match up. Okay, so I zoomed in a little bit just so you could really get a good look at what I was doing here. And I'm going to take that light seafoamy green right here that we used earlier. And I'm just going to take this 286 brush and I'm going to pop it right on the end, right on top. If you went a little further than the shadow you put on earlier, you just want that green right behind it, like that. So I'm just going to start from the corner here, or the inside. Just make that nice and thick there. And do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Now on the outside corners, I'm going to make that a little bit darker here. Get my picture back up. Just to kind of give it that feathery look. And I'm going to add a little bit with this 210 just to give it a little bit of different black textures in there. Just like that. I'm going to put some on my dish here. And I'm going to start right on my socket bone, and I'm going to just make an arch of dots here. And these are going to be somewhat thick. And you're going to take it up. Oops. And I'm going to start moving it back down. Just as if it starts curving. Just like that. So I'm going to make a row of about, and they're going to get a little bit smaller as you go up. And once again, this is kind of where you can do your own thing. And I'm going to do the tiniest dots up higher. Just like that. And I'm going to work these all the way down to where I brought the green in. Those tiny dots like that. All the way down to the point. That. And I might put one more small line right there on my crease too. Okay, so you've seen me do this eye. I'm going to go ahead and take the time and match up the other eye. Okay, so I've got the dots complete on both sides. And I'm going to start right about the middle of the eye and make about 3 in a row going towards where we feathered out the ends here. Just like that. And once that is complete, you might want to add a few more. Okay, so I'm going to zoom out for you now. Oops, wrong way. Okay, so I went ahead and put my mascara on. And I'm going to complete it with just a pink lipstick here. And this is Wet n Wild number, it says 905. These don't come with names. It drives me crazy, but I'm going to wipe off the excess here. Just because I wanted it to have a pink tint, but not too crazy strong, just because the eyes are so dramatic. And then I'm going to go over that with this lipstick here called Cherish. And it's just a shimmery gloss. And that really completes it right there. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Anyway, just really fun. Anyway, so that completes it. I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you'll just give it a go. It'd be fun with pinks or yellow even. Yellow and orange. Anyways, so that's my look. I hope you liked it. Thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.